the bush, which is not supposed to be. A student found this EC84 in the book. Yes, you can see. Imagine election. Open the other one. Okay. Imagine something is going on and this form is in the bush. So which one are they submitting? This was the one that everybody saw. Everybody saw as their result in the polling unit. But at the end of the day, it's being thrown away. So this is what we are fighting for. God bless you. Please, we are not doing protest again. We are going back to our radio schools. And God bless us to come out. And for the reason why you come out, God will give it to us in Jesus' name. Pray in your prayer. So there's nothing God cannot do. What God cannot do does not exist.
Presidential election presented our nation and its people the greatest opportunity for a reset. We had everything going for us. A legal framework in the 2022 Electoral Act and the BVAS technology. The enthusiasm of Nigerians to turn out and in large numbers was an added bonus. However, the dreams and aspirations of Nigerians who praised all the challenges to go and cast their votes on Saturday, 25th of February 2023, were shattered by the conduct of the Independent National Electoral Commission, which failed woefully to live up to expectations. The weekend election was neither free nor fair. Preliminary assessments indicate that it is the worst conducted election since the return to democratic rule. The manipulation and fraud that attended this election was unprecedented in the history of our nation. I can still not understand why the electoral umpire was in such a hurry to conclude collation and announcement of the results, given the number of complaints and irregularities of bypassing of the BVAS, failure of uploading to the IRV, and unprecedented cancellations and disfranchisement of millions of voters in breach of the Electoral Act and the Commission's own guidelines. It was indeed a rape of democracy.
Good evening, Your Excellency, ladies and gentlemen. I have two questions, sir. I want to know, are you saying categorically that you are going to court to go and challenge this? That's one. Secondly, Governor Keridolu said Asiwaju Bola Ahmed Tinubu had set up a reconciliation committee to reach out to you and Peterobi and others. We were told that some of the governors tried to see you today and then you turned them back. I just want to find out if that is true. So those are my two questions. Thank you very much.
Oh, sorry, please.
Sorry.
Can you repeat them?
You need to repeat the question. So two questions again. First of all, I wanted to know if you're saying you are going to court, challenge the result. And let me even add this. Are you challenging the entire conduct of the election or just certain states? If it's just certain states, we would like to know the ones that you have problems with. And then thirdly, Governor Keridolu said today that Asiwaju Bola Ahmed Tinubu had set up a reconciliation committee to reach out to you and Governor Peterobi of Labour Party. We were told that some of the governors tried to see you today and you turned them back. Just want to find out if that is true or if it's fake news. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Thank you. Let me respond to the second question, Tinubu's overtures. I'm really not aware. And I was at home throughout today, so I'm not aware if any governor tried to see me. On the issue of court, of course, our lawyers are studying the results, of the election, and we await for their advice. So whatever they advise, then the party will meet, and then we decide the next line of action. Thank you.
Yes.
Yeah, you, Leon from Tribune. You can speak from there. Give him the mic, please.
Would appear to confirm earlier permutation that he would draw votes from you. Looking at the outcome of the election with the benefit of hindsight, do you regret the fact that you could not work together under a single platform? And secondly, I'm also wondering about your thoughts on the perception that the PDP seems to be in trouble today because of your insistence on contesting election at a time there was the clamor for a southern presidential candidate. What do you have to say, sir? Thank you.
We're taking the very last question. Yes.
Thank you. Your Excellency, sir, my name is Tony Aileme. I write for Business Day newspaper. Over the years, we have known how you had used the judiciary to change the course of so many issues across the country. But right now, Nigerians are wondering that the current judiciary that we have, there are issues around credibility. I don't know if you also believe that pursuing this cause, you are likely to get justice from the system as it is right now. Or do you have any doubt that there are issues that you want to consider around the judiciary, sir? Thank you.
Thank you. That's the end of the question series. Now we will call on the presidential candidates to respond accordingly. Thank you.
Well, first and foremost, about the Labour Party, whether at the time Peter decided to leave PDP and join Labour Party, we had not, I believe, begun our primary process. So the question of whether he was going to get a ticket or not, did not arise. Yes, agreed, that is a fact. He took our votes from the southeast and south-south. And that, of course, would not make him a president. You all know that to be a president in this country, you need votes from everywhere. So, as far as I'm concerned, Peter is welcome to dialogue with PDP. We are ready to dialogue with him. So I don't think we will have any problem if he wants to dialogue with PDP and either form an alliance or not. But I also want you to recall that I was the first candidate to say that because of the way Nigeria has been governed in the last 7 to 8 years, there has been deep divisions between North and South, East and West. And I said to Nigerians, if I happen to be elected president, the first thing I will do is to form a government of national unity. What do I mean by that? I mean, I will look at the performance of each political party and bring them into the government so that first and foremost, we reunify this country and bring about peace and stability. It is only when you do that, then you will be able to start developing the country, whether economically or otherwise. You cannot develop a country that is deeply divided, that is in crisis. So I was the first to commit to the formation of government of national unity. And I also have it on record that when I ran in 2019, I picked an Igbo man as a running mate, simply because I felt that after any other zone again, the next zone must be the southeast. In 2011, I also picked another Igbo man. And in 2023, I also picked another Igbo man. And I have always said that I will be a stepping stone to an Igbo presidency. Because there is no zone alone in this country that can produce a president on its own. I have always told my Igbo compatriots, I said, look, you negotiate for power. You don't fight for it. You negotiate for it. So, for anybody to think, that I have anything against Labour, I think Peter was in a rush. Do you know why I say he was in a rush? When the campaign started, and our PDP governors sat down and said they must produce the president amongst them. They must produce a vice president amongst them. They must produce a chief of staff amongst them. Peter got scared and left. I did not get scared. I stood up against the governors. When we formed this PDP, some of them perhaps were in secondary school or university. So why should I be afraid? So I stood up and I fought them. They fought me, yes, and I fought them. And I won the primaries. So if he was there, nothing could have stopped him from becoming, a running mate. Because I had the right to choose whoever I wanted, as my running mate. So the question of whether I will work with Peter or not, whether Peter wounded PDP, yes, to some extent he did, because all the votes he carried, there are PDP votes in the south and the southeast. So that's true, but that's politics anyway. But whether he will achieve his objective, by that or not, that is left to God to decide.